What's going on, everybody? And welcome to. What's up, everybody? As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching my content. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Ladies and gentlemen, look like Expect updated itself, so if I kind of mess up, please forgive me. I got to learn how they got this update. Probably got to learn some new nicks and kicks, what they got going on here. So if I do mess up, I apologize. But anyway, though, in the meantime, I want to get into this. I want to bring this story to y'all. This story's not getting the attention that I think it deserves. Not because I want anybody to get in trouble or anything, but it should bring total awareness of that we as people who have children need to pay more attention to what's going on around our child. We cannot leave children unsupervised and then when stuff happens, we want to cry wolf, so to say. All right. So here's the thing. The little baby is 8-year-old Zion Park Brown. I think I said that right. Zion, let me see. Did I say that right? No, excuse me. It's Zion Brown Parks. Excuse me. And what's going on with this baby is she was riding her bike. And in the process of riding her bike, she got struck by a oncoming driver of a vehicle. Now, fortunately, the baby's okay. From my understanding, she's okay. She survived. She's not dead. Thank God for that. But me personally, there's quite a few things that I find error in this story. And one of the things that a lot of people's in uproar about is that the driver left the scene of the accident. Well, here's what I want to ask you. Is everything so clean and cut dry like we portray it to see? I don't know. You tell me what you think after you watch this video. And speaking of the video, let's get right into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to play you two news clips. It's going to be two news clips. And here's the first one.
Year-old girl was not seriously hurt when she was struck by that car. But now her family says they want that driver to be charged. News 12's Christine Nsinga has the latest.
Yeah, the accident taking place here at the intersection of Orchid and Cedar. And we want to tell you first that the little girl is okay tonight. Police officially telling us, however, that charges will not be filed against the driver. This is a story you'll see only on 12. And again, we warn you, this video is difficult to watch.
You can hear the 8-year-old girl screaming and crying after getting hit by that car and getting thrown off her bicycle and into the air. It happened last Sunday on the corner of Orchid and Cedar in Mastic.
She left my daughter there, like my baby was screaming for me, and it was just like the audacity to leave somebody there.
The little girl's name is Zion Brown Parks. Nicole Smith is her mother.
I'm angry about it. My daughter's traumatized.
Watch as the woman sticks her head out of the car as Zion continues to scream.
We kept asking her what was wrong. She wouldn't tell her.
Patrice Wilson is the little girl's aunt.
She didn't say nothing until the next day. That's how traumatized she was. She was just so scared.
Smith filed a report calling on police to file charges of leaving the scene of an accident against the driver. Tonight, police say that's not happening. They say the driver did, in fact, file a report a few minutes later from a nearby location. And they say, quote, the operator described the accident and stated that the bicyclist said she was uninjured and left the scene with another child. It goes on to say, quote, following an investigation, it was determined the woman reported the incident within the requirements of the law.
The homeowner whose Ring doorbell captured the scene says the camera is motion censored. Now, he's not related to anyone in the story. He said that he sent both of these clips both to the family and to the police. He says the moment of impact is what turned the camera on the first time. He says it turned off when movement had subsided for a while and then turned on again when the car started moving.
What she did to my daughter was wrong.
Once again, police say charges will not be filed in this case. The family, meantime, telling me they are not giving up. They plan to hold a rally Tuesday night, tomorrow night, right here at 5 p.m. We're in Mastic. Christina Nsinga, News 12, Long Island.
All right. So that is the first news clip, and I'm going to play you another one. Again, I'm glad that the baby is okay. Man, you know, the devastating impact of that, you know, and I got the video from Facebook, and I'm going to play it up close where y'all can see the impact itself. But I want to speak on something before I lose my train of thought, and I'm going to play the other news clip. When I first watched this, I didn't hear the part where the lady was saying that she asked the child, you know, what's wrong with you, and the girl didn't say anything, you know. But here's my thing right here, you know. I don't know what's going on with the families in these days. You know, we keep talking about it, but I just don't know what's going on with families nowadays. But back in my day, if you came home limping like that and whimpering and things like that, we couldn't get away with telling them that nothing is wrong. They're going to be like, they're going to tell us that something is wrong, because if nothing was wrong, you won't be limping and you won't be whimpering. All right? That's how they used to do us back in the day. I don't know what's going on with it in this era, because what it sounded like to me when the baby told her that nothing was going on, y'all kind of left it alone, you know? Okay? Another thing. Oh, wow. Another thing is I want to point this out. The bike. If y'all knew, y'all asked her what was wrong, and she didn't tell y'all what was wrong, did anybody bother to ask where was the bike? Did anybody bother to ask where's the bike at? You know, because for what little I gained from the store, nobody asked where the bike was. All right? Nobody asked what the bike was. And if somebody would have asked what the bike was and would have seen the bike, then they would have seen, you know, something was wrong. Now, this is just me. I mean, y'all may think different, but this is how I feel about it. If somebody would have asked her where the bike was and they would have saw the bike, then you would know something went wrong. And the reason I bring it up because this next news clip, y'all finna hear why I bring this up. So I want to get that out before I lose my train of thought. Let's listen to this one.
We invented a new way to win. With sugarcane.
All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry, I had to do that because the damn ad was playing. But let's get into this next news clip.
We have shocking video of a car hitting a little girl riding her bike on Long Island. Fortunately, she was able to get up and walk away. But her family is upset. The woman behind the wheel who drove away isn't facing charges. Here's Eyewitness News reporter Stacey Sager.
A terrifying crash. And then the frightened cries of an 8-year-old girl. Portions of an incident at 7 p.m. on September 20th, captured by a motion-sensitive surveillance camera at a home on Orchid Drive. The crash at the intersection of Orchid and Cedar Road here in Mastic Beach. In the video, you see the driver open her door and peek out, but the only other video picked up by the surveillance camera shows the car leaving moments later. The 8-year-old is Zhion Brown Parks, whose family wants the driver arrested.
She left my 8-year-old granddaughter there unsupervised to die. You hit a baby and you leave the scene. There's no justification for that, and I want some conviction, and I want it now.
While the surveillance video certainly paints a troubling picture of the driver ethically, police say the driver's actions don't appear to rise to the level of any crime. In a statement, Suffolk police saying the operator of the vehicle reported the accident to police at 7:08 p.m. from another location in close proximity to the accident scene. The operator described the accident and stated that the bicyclist said she was uninjured and left the scene with another child. A canvass was conducted by the responding officer for the child with negative results, and following an investigation, it was determined the woman reported the incident within the requirements of the law.
Police added that Zion's family didn't report the incident until 2 days later, but Zion's family says there's a good reason for that.
To be honest, we never knew the incident happened until after. That's how traumatized she was.
They also say Zhion has suffered a foot injury.
My daughter's limping and she's in pain. She can't even do her activity sports that she normally like to do.
All right.
We know.
That's what I wanted y'all to hear, them right there. The lady left the scene of the accident. The family didn't report the incident to 2 days later because they claimed they did not know. All right. So that's why I brought up earlier about, when she came home limping and whimpering, when y'all asked her what was going on, and y'all said she wouldn't say nothing, it's like everybody left her the way it was. Again, in the 80s, I'm an 80s baby. We couldn't go home whimpering like that and say nothing is wrong. We got grilled until our folks find out what the hell was wrong because they want, whatever happened, they want this situation rectified, especially if there's somebody else involved. That's how it was back in our day. Again, I don't know what's going on in the era of parents today. I'm not saying these people are bad people. I'm not saying that at all. But I will say this. We have to do better as people when dealing with children when it comes to stuff like this because you just not know. 1 minute the baby could have told you nothing was wrong, but then the next day she could have been dead. And because nobody went out and tried to find out what was going on. Now, people was in an uproar about the lady saying she didn't get out the car. Well, I want y'all to keep in mind about something that was said in this news clip. Whoever on that camera said his camera is motion sensor, which a lot of cameras are, unless you got continuous recording, like my cameras. I got continuous recording, so it's going to record everything. But some people set their cameras to, they only wanted to pick up motion. All right. So for what we have here is a camera that picked up motion when the impact hit. And it picked up motion again once the car left. But if you can see in the video, the woman looked like she started to get out the car. But we are missing critical pieces because we don't know if the lady fully got out the car to go check on the child, or did she just get out the car and just got back in the car? All right. But I'm gonna play the full video for you in just a minute, and we can see if we can try to dissect it. All right. But by the cameras being motion censored, it didn't catch everything. So who knows? The woman probably could have fully got out the car and checked on the girl. Who knows? I'm not saying she did or didn't because we don't see what happened in the camera. So I don't know. And then another big plug in this story. Who is that guy standing right there and ain't doing shit? It's bad enough you had a woman that left the child and allegedly didn't check on the child. But you got a bystander that saw that and saw the child in pain or scared and didn't do anything. That amazes me. But then again, on the other side of that coin, I saw in the comment section where people said, well, man, 9 days, man, you can't send them to people's children because people take it the wrong way, no matter if it's good or bad. People going to take it the wrong way. So it's kind of like it's a lost because you don't know what to do. I said, you know what? You got a point. In this era, you can say, try to help kids. And depending on the parents, they will chew you out because you bothering their children. And no matter how hard you try to explain, some of them just won't listen. They won't. And I've seen it before. Somebody try to help a child, and the parents chew that person out for trying to help their child, and the person trying to explain, ma'am or sir, I was just trying to help. But they're not trying to listen. All right? Now, here's something I want to point out too. And I only seen like a couple of people who cover this story, but I don't know if anybody mentioned this or not. One, it appears obviously nobody was supervising this baby while she was riding her bike. Nobody was supervising this child. So I want to know, how far was she from the house when she was riding her bike? How far was she from the house? Or did somebody tell her, hey, you can ride your bike, but you can only go this far? Hey, I know we was kids once. We'd be a little hard-headed to go a little further than what we're supposed to do. All right. That's the one thing I want to know. Secondly, I don't know if a lot of people peeped this out, but the car where the woman was coming down from is actually a through street. There was no stop sign there. And from what I could see when the camera came on, looked like the baby was kind of like too far out in the street where she got hit. You know, and she probably didn't see the car to the last minute, and she probably didn't see that baby to the last minute. I mean, that's the according to what little I saw in the video. Both of them probably saw each other at the last minute, and it was nothing they can do. The lady was already coming down the street, and the baby already pulled too far out, and, you know, they collided. Now, but here's the one main important thing I haven't heard nobody brought up yet. Where's the child protective gear? Where's her helmet? Where's her elbow pads? Where's her knee pads? Because somebody brought this to my attention, and I want to share it with y'all. And I think this happened in New Jersey. I want to bring something to y'all real quick. Where is that? Right here. So let me see if I can blow that up for y'all a little bit. Let me see if I can blow that up a little bit. Y'all probably still ain't gonna be able to see it though. But let me see though. Let me try to help y'all out. Okay, hopefully y'all can see that right there. It says state law requires a bicycle rider under 17 years to wear a helmet. State law requires a bicycle rider under 17 years to wear a helmet. So, again, somebody pointed this out to me, you know, where's her protective gear? And they sent me this. And this is why, you know, doing what I do and other content creators, we need to start researching stuff like this. You know, what is the law before we start talking about, I want somebody to get sued, I want somebody to go to jail and this, that, and the third. Well, we got to research and find out where we messing up at. And as far as all this going on, you know, lady, you was in the wrong too. As far as this child not having no protective gear. This girl supposed to have on a helmet. She supposed to at least had on a helmet. But she never had on a helmet. And I'm saying this to say this. If everybody want to get on a woman by her being negligent and leaving the scene of the crime, which I agree with that. I wouldn't have left. I would have stayed there. Me personally, if you leave, something like that, to me, it makes it seem like you're guilty. So I agree with everybody when they say that. Why the hell would you leave? Again, now, I can't say she actually got out the car fully or not because the camera didn't catch all that. But for us leaving the scene of the crime, I'm with everybody on that one. Stay right there. All right? I would have stayed right there. All right? So with that, I say it's negligence on her part. But if we're going to say she was negligent for what she did, then we need to call negligence all across the board. Everybody was being neglectful towards this child. Everybody. Nobody was out there watching that child because we know they wasn't watching that child because nobody know what happened until 2 days later. Nobody know what happened. So everybody was being negligent when it came to this child. And again, it's fortunate this baby survived that. Because the way she flew up in the air, I believe she would have hit that fire hydrant. The baby probably would have suffered a concussion or probably something worse. But thank God that didn't happen. Thank God it didn't happen. So, y'all, while y'all trying to push for this woman to get arrested, I mean, you know, look like to me, y'all gonna get in trouble too because y'all won't abide by New Jersey law when it came to the bicycle. Now, that's my opinion on it. Again, y'all might not agree. Y'all might not want to hear that. But look, here's the thing with that. If we could beat down Sahara, Malia Bass' mother, or we could beat her down for being negligent, how we all just came down on her like the wrath of God, because she being negligent, then we need to be fair and call it all across the board. That's all I'm saying. Just be fair. Now, if this woman get in trouble, hey, maybe she should get in trouble for something. But I got a feeling y'all gonna keep pushing this. Y'all gonna get in trouble too because everybody was being negligent. In my opinion, everybody was being neglectful towards this child. All right, everybody was being neglectful. All right, guys. So I'm gonna show y'all this video and y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm gonna show y'all this video. So let me put this over here. And let me blow this up. And y'all tell me what y'all think. Seriously. See, look, if y'all pay attention, look at my cursor. That's a through street. So really, she didn't have to stop. She didn't have to stop. But again, or from the moment of impact, what it looked like to me is, nobody saw each other until the last minute. The baby thought she was clear, so she couldn't go through. And the woman didn't see nothing, so she kept on going through, and everybody just collided at the last minute. That's what it sounded like to me. That would it looked like to me. What happened here? You mean to tell me she whimpering and stuff like that? She come to the house like that, and y'all asked her, and y'all say she was just too traumatized to speak? I don't know if I agree with that. I don't agree with that. I don't know. Yeah. I don't agree with that. You got the dude right there just standing there. Man. You can see right there, with the camera catching, she was getting out the car right there. But again, we don't know if she fully got out the car or not. We don't. And see, the camera jumps. Y'all see how the camera jumps? We don't know what happened. Unless somebody got another angle, something they can show me, the camera jumps. We don't know what happened. And then you got this person right here. You standing there looking. All right, guys, that's what I got for this goes, man. I said my piece. I think everybody was neglectful when it came to this baby. Everybody neglected this child. She got neglected all across the board. All right. Again, not saying they bad parents, but I hope they would take this incident right here and say, hey, okay, then for now on, baby, don't go out this house riding on nothing until you got your protective gear. Skateboard, bike, or anything. Get your protective gear, okay? And next time, somebody need to be sitting outside watching her. Seriously. Somebody needs to be out there watching her. Just think about the Malia Bass story when Sahara said she left Malia Bass at the park. And look what happened. She ended up dead. But thank God this child ain't dead right here. I'm your man, Chris Thorne. This is how I feel about it. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? Or, y'all know how we do it. See y'all next time. Peace.